There is an invisible prison that millions of men enter without ever realizing it. It has no walls, no locks, no chains, yet it controls every decision they make. They speak to impress. They dress to be accepted. They hide their true opinions. They stay in relationships that drain them. They sacrifice their peace just to hear one sentence. You're good enough. The greatest tragedy isn't that people judge you. The greatest tragedy is when you begin living your entire life according to those judgments. The ancient Stoics warned us about this nearly 2,000 years ago. They understood that the man who depends on applause becomes a slave, while the man who masters himself becomes truly free. Today, we're going to uncover why weak men desperately seek approval, why it silently destroys confidence, and how Stoicism teaches us to break free from this modern epidemic. Because by the end of this video, you'll never look at validation the same way again. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Wisdom Unbounding World. If you're someone who wants to build inner strength, emotional discipline, and a mind that cannot be shaken by the opinions of others, then this channel is for you. Now let's begin. Rule 1. Weak men build their identity from other people's opinions. Marcus Aurelius once reminded himself that another person's opinion does not define reality. Yet today, many men wake up asking one silent question. What will people think of me? This single question controls careers, friendships, relationships, and even dreams. Instead of asking, is this right? They ask, will people approve? A weak man has no solid identity. He borrows one. If people praise him, he feels valuable. If people criticize him, he feels worthless. Imagine living every day with your emotional state controlled by strangers. One compliment makes your day. One insult ruins your week. That's not confidence. That's dependency. The Stoics believed your character should be your foundation, not public opinion. Because opinions change like the weather. Character does not. Ask yourself, who am I when nobody is watching? That answer matters far more than what the crowd thinks. Rule 2. Weak men fear rejection more than failure. Many people don't chase success. They chase acceptance. Think about it. How many dreams have been abandoned because someone feared being laughed at? How many businesses were never started? How many opportunities were ignored? How many truths were never spoken? Not because they lacked talent, but because they feared rejection. Stoicism teaches us something powerful. Rejection doesn't damage your character. Avoiding your purpose does. Epictetus believed that if something is outside your control, it should never control your peace. Whether someone accepts you, rejects you, likes you, or ignores you, none of these things belong to your control. Your actions do. Your courage does. Your integrity does. The strongest man is not the one everyone likes. The strongest man is the one who continues walking his path even when nobody applauds. Rule 3. Weak men confuse popularity with worth. Modern society constantly tells us that more followers mean more value, more likes, more attention, more recognition. But Stoicism asks a dangerous question. What if the crowd is wrong? History proves that many wise people were criticized during their lifetime. Popularity has never been proof of wisdom. A weak man constantly performs for an audience. A strong man performs for his own conscience. When your worth depends on numbers, you'll never have enough. When your worth comes from your values, no one can take it away. Remember this. The loudest applause often disappears the fastest. Character remains long after the crowd has left. Rule 4. Weak men cannot say no. Approval seekers are afraid of disappointing others. So they say yes. Yes to extra work. Yes to toxic friendships. Yes to unhealthy relationships. Yes to situations that destroy their peace. Every unnecessary yes becomes a silent betrayal of yourself. The Stoics believe discipline means choosing what is right, not what is comfortable. Sometimes the strongest word in your vocabulary is simply no. People who truly respect you will understand. Those who leave because you set healthy boundaries were benefiting from your weakness, not valuing your strength. Every boundary you build protects your inner peace. An inner peace is worth more than temporary approval. Rule 5. Weak men avoid solitude. Many approval seekers cannot sit alone with their own thoughts. Silence makes them uncomfortable, so they fill every moment with distractions. Social media, constant texting, noise, entertainment, attention. Because when the distractions stop, they must finally meet themselves. Marcus Aurelius spent countless hours reflecting in solitude. He knew that wisdom grows in silence. Solitude isn't loneliness. It's self-discovery. The more comfortable you become alone, the less desperate you'll become for external validation. The man who enjoys his own company cannot be manipulated by the need for acceptance. Rule 6. Strong men seek respect from themselves first. This is where everything changes. Weak men ask, do they like me? Strong men ask, did I live according to my values today? Notice the difference. One depends on others. The other depends on character. Every evening, Marcus Aurelius reflected on his own actions. Not because he wanted perfection, but because he wanted progress. Imagine ending every day by asking yourself, was I honest? Was I courageous? Did I control my emotions? Did I keep my word? These questions build real confidence. Confidence doesn't come from compliments. It comes from repeated evidence that you can trust yourself. When you respect yourself, approval becomes optional, and that is freedom. The Stoics never promised an easy life. They promised something far greater. Freedom. Freedom from fear. Freedom from insecurity. Freedom from living inside other people's expectations. The moment you stop chasing approval is the moment you begin discovering who you truly are. Remember this. The world will always have opinions. Some will admire you. Some will criticize you. Some will misunderstand you completely. Let them. Your responsibility is not to control their thoughts. Your responsibility is to master your own. Because a weak man asks the world for permission to become himself. A strong man quietly becomes the man he was meant to be. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Wisdom Unbounding World for more timeless Stoic wisdom to help you navigate modern life. Now I have a question for you. Have you ever changed your behavior just to gain someone else's approval? And what did it cost you? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else to reclaim their inner strength. Until next time, remember, master your mind, guard your character, and never trade your inner peace for temporary approval.